Hello everyone, today I'm going to be setting up my home server. Today I'm going to be moving it to Proxmox, and I have it on this USB and I'm gonna move it today. So on my server right now I have two websites going, these two websites, and basically I'm running them in Docker because I containerized them, but in Proxmox I could host them on this virtual machine that I'll be using. I could do a virtual machine like Alpine Linux, like my Docker containers. So this is the home lab setup right here. I have my computer and I have the router, and this is the server. It's really tiny, and I'm just gonna plug my keyboard and mouse over here and my monitor into the back, and then I'm gonna update it. Now it found the USB, detected it, so now I'm just gonna do enter and it's gonna boot up Proxmox. And now I'm just gonna install Proxmox on this server. So actually one of the main reasons that I wanted to switch to Proxmox was because it allowed containers of, Windows virtual machines, which means that I can actually run my bswarm macro on my server instead of having to keep my computer on. Big update everyone, this is the proxy container, LXC container that I made, and I actually decided to use Alpine Linux instead of using Ubuntu or Debian on this, because if we open this, check it out, you can actually download a bunch of different templates, and I just chose the Alpine one because that's the one that I use for my Docker containers for my website. And I just set up SSH on here, and I was just able to SSH onto here from my terminal command prompt. And so now I can basically use VSCode to edit the Nginx configuration and then run it. And I also decided to use a key. So instead of using password authentication, I figured I might just make it a little more secure and use a key. It actually has 20 gigs of RAM because I added a RAM stick from my old laptop, which is good because that means that I can run a video game on here. Huge update. So initially I wasn't able to SSH into the proxy Linux container because it's Alpine. Well, I was able to do it, I just needed to install SSH because Alpine is like super lightweight and it doesn't have everything like Ubuntu, so it doesn't work out of the box. Well, it does, but you just need to add more features to it. And it worked, but I wasn't able to connect to the remote host using VSCode, and I need it for syntax highlighting and easy managing files and stuff. And so it did work eventually because what I did was I needed to enable this thingy called allow TCP forwarding, and I also needed to install these packages right here. Yeah, these ones, only 4. And then as you can see, I was able to connect to the remote host. So that's good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finally set up Nginx, and I'm just gonna have a super blank page. I just want it to load, and then I'm gonna add the rest of it. Update. So I removed a few rules. It's because I basically realized that I'm gonna be hosting, the proxy is the one that's gonna get all of the connections. So the host, I'm not installing anything on the host Proxmox itself. I'm gonna be installing everything on the other containers and virtual machines within it. So I don't need to really set anything up on the host. I only added 2 rules for the Proxmox web GUI and for SSH. And then I did update the rules on here, so which is good. So, and also Nginx, I set it up so it's running. So So now if I can only connect on these ports, which is good. So now I can LAN IP of the server, of the proxy, which is good, yeah. So this is Nginx, obviously it's running. This is good. So now I have this working. I probably just need to set up the websites, but I wanna try setting up a Windows virtual machine so I can actually run my macro, because that's one of the main reasons that I switched to this. But also another big reason is that on Proxmox you can save backups and roll back if you need to. I'm definitely gonna need to do that later when I have things I'm gonna update.